Awesome lesson. Now I know what waves are.
And I have learned how to surf. I'm ready to go. Yeah, let's go. Back in a second.
Thanks for the lesson. We're gonna head out to surf now.
Oh, hi, Dr. Eubanks.
Hey, head up. Where?
We're going surfing.
You're going surfing?
Yeah. We just got a lesson on waves. Now we're gonna go try it out.
So you got a lesson on waves and you're ready to go. Do you even know if there's waves down there?
Well, there were waves there last week, so duh, there's gonna be some this week.
Duh, last week. That's a long time ago. We had a hurricane last week. You could go out there today, it could be flat as a pancake. Do you guys have a minute? And I'll show you a few things about surf forecasts and how to make sure that when you show up at the beach, you're going to have waves. All right, so even Daisy knows about surf forecasting in my house. So we have to, first of all, access what we have, which is real-time data, and that's the most important thing. So just going by old information, old pictures of hurricanes, things like that isn't going to help us at all. We got to go with real-time data here. And I even have a few sites already pulled up here. It's going to be helpful for you because I'm going to be going out this afternoon, and I want to know what's going to be happening out there. So here's what we have first of all, and this is Cora site. This is a great site because they got buoys out there. As you can see, underneath this is different buoys up and down the coast. And what you can do is click on them. Let's look at West Palm Beach. So right now we've got wind from the north at 18 miles an hour. So we know that anything from the north, from the east, or from the south, southeast, northeast, anything coming on shore at that strong is going to be creating something, but we don't know exactly what, so we need a little bit more information. All right? So another really good one to go to is looking at the marine forecast. So this one gives us a general overview of what's happening out there. So if we look at this afternoon, which is right now, northeast winds 5 to 10 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet. Does that sound like it's going to be rideable waves at 2 to 4 feet? There's going to be something out there. All right. So near shore up to 4 to 6 feet in the Gulf Stream. So that's further off. There's a north swell of 2 feet. So we know that there's something there, which is really good. All right. So we've already gathered some real-time data so far saying there's some winds coming on shore and there are some waves happening. All right. So let's get a little bit more detailed information here, because when we go out, we need to be safe too, and we need to also know how much work we're having to do. So if the wind's coming straight on shore from the east, then we know there's not going to be much of a current to the north or south, so we just go out, kind of sit there, and then catch waves and come back in and go back and forth. But if we have this wind from the north and northeast, like what we have forecast here, or actually what our real-time data is showing us is going on right now, then we're going to have a little bit of a current because it's blowing from the northeast. And we're looking straight out to the east, and it's going to be drifting from the north where? To the south, right. So that's what our surface currents. We look at these right here. And so we're at Boynton Beach right about here, and you can see these arrows are pointing straight down like that. So that means you need to be careful about where you go out, that the current can sweep you down south pretty quick unless you're watching out where you are, and you got to paddle to stay in the same position. So you kind of know better what you're dealing with rather than just showing up and not knowing what's going to be there. It's going to save you a long walk over the bridge, and it's going to make sure that once you get there, you're going to have something instead of having to just wait till tomorrow or the next day. So you know that there's going to be something there. It's going to be a fun day. Be safe and have a great time.
So, should you surf, swim, or stay home?
Surf!
All right, see you later.
Yeah.
Hang 10. Woo! See you later.
Bye!
Thanks, Dr. Eubanks, for that great lesson in real-time data. That's Dr. Eubanks and Daisy.
Right on.